We have said it before, and I'll say it again. Time kills deals. What's happening? I am Erik J. Olson. Time kills deals. Now, here's what I mean by that. If you are speaking to a prospective client, then the longer that you speak to them, the less likely it is that you will sign them up to become a client. Now, there's an old school mentality that says, well, if I talk to them for a long time, then they will feel obligated to buy from me. The more time I spend with them, the more comfortable we'll get. We'll become friends, and they will feel obligated to buy this thing from me. That's just not the case anymore. I don't know when that was. Like, I never grew up in that era, but the more time you spend with people, the less obligated I have found from my experience selling and from building this company from scratch. The less I have found that people are willing to actually finally pull the trigger. Now, what I have found is that they will take their time and they'll give you excuses and they're unavailable. It's almost like they're just being nice. Like they don't want to let you down because you've had 5 meetings with them. You bought them beers, drinks, lunch. The more time you spend with them, it seems like the less likely it is that you're going to get a deal. Time kills deals. Now, how can you apply this methodology to your sales process? If you are speaking to a prospect today and they're not willing to make a decision today, you haven't maybe presented them with all the information, you need a follow-up meeting. Don't wait until a week or two from today to have the follow-up meeting. Have the follow-up meeting tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. Try to get it as soon as possible to today. Now, I get it. You don't want to, you can't close them today. I totally get it. You're not going to close them today. But instead of waiting like a week, or especially instead of waiting or offering, instead of offering to meet with them in a week, how about you pull that back? Pull it back. Can you meet with them in 4 days instead, 3 days instead, 2 days instead, in 1 day instead? If they say they need a week, can you say, okay, well, let's just say today's Monday, and they're like, give me a week. Cool, no problem. Instead of you offering Monday, the next Monday, a week from now, what if you said, hey, no problem. Are you available on Thursday? What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is they say no. No, I need till Monday. Or they'll say, well, I'm not available on Thursday. And you say, okay, well, how about Wednesday or Friday? Try to compress time, right? So if you believe that time kills deals, and I didn't make that up. I'm just regurgitating what I've heard and what I've experienced, right? I've been in business for 12 years now. I have experienced this. Time kills deals. So if you haven't experienced that, that's what I've experienced. Time kills deals. If you have experienced that, you know it. The more time you let this linger on for, the less likely it is you'll get a deal. So what if you can compress time? Again, instead of offering a week from now, offer 3 days from now, offer 4 days from now. But if you default to a week from now, then you'll probably get a week from now. If you default to 2 weeks from now, then you won't get the deal. You just won't get it. Why won't you get it in 2 weeks? Because they will have either 1, moved on, lost interest, number 2, or 3, they've talked to a competitor. The more time you allow them to think about it, to Google, to find alternatives, the higher the likelihood is they will not follow up with you and they'll go to your competitor. But if you know that you have a good service for them, you have a good product for them, if you know that you can help them, what are you waiting for? You owe it to them to try to get in front of them again as soon as possible because you know you can help them. Help them by not letting them delay this decision. So time kills deals. If you can compress time, it's in your benefit and in theirs. Hey there, it's Erik J. Olson. I wanted to let you know about my book, $1 Million Journey, How to Launch a 7-Figure Business. This is the story of what it took for me to go from freelancer with no clients, no employees, no revenue, to growing $1 million business. It took me 8 years and I made a lot of mistakes. And all of those mistakes, and more importantly, lessons learned, are in this book. And we have chapter takeaways, 5 to 15 takeaways that you could apply right now to your business. Check it out on Amazon, $1 Million Journey by me, Erik J. Olson.